somebody comes in and, you know, I don't know who you are, and you start videotaping and taking pictures. Can you tell me, like, your name or anything?
My name's Dan.
And your last name, Dan?
Oh, I can't give that out.
Okay, because you're making me uncomfortable.
I'll just take some photos.
Yeah, he's standing at the window. A black shirt, jeans.
Who you call it? Did you call the police?
I did.
Mr. Barrett.
How are you?
God, I've been waiting to run into you.
How have you been?
They want me to not come to this church anymore because the pastor's son is a state trooper that they think I hate police. I think that you could have done better as a Christian because I don't know. I think that was one of the lowest blows I ever felt, being told not to come back to that church, in a way.
I can't quote exactly what I said.
We just wanted to remind everybody here, since this is at a Roman Catholic church, that it was the cops that killed Jesus. And we just want to make sure that they know that and they remember that.
If Jesus would have just complied, he wouldn't have died.
I think the Roman police did it. It's in the Bible.
You say back the blues, but they killed the king of the Jews.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I gotta ask you.
Hey, bald head.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait for the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Today's video is going to be a little bit unique. We're going to have a First Amendment audit, a protest, and a little bit of a Bible lesson today, folks. I also didn't do an intro when I started this audit, so let's go ahead and do that. It's August 13th, 2024, and we are in the town of Bergen. And before we go ahead and get in here, let's take a look where we are on the map. People in here. How you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good.
Can I help you with something?
No, I'm actually just down here to grab some photographs. I don't actually need any help.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate you, though.
Yeah. Can I ask why you're taking photos?
Oh, it's just something I'm working on, a little story I'm working on.
From where?
I really can't say because it's kind of an investigation.
Okay.
So I can't give out too much information. I was down here taking some photographs of what the town hall looks like, what's going on down here. That's all.
And you can't tell me anything about it, though?
No, I really can't because I'm in the middle of the investigation, so
Okay.
I can't. It's nothing against anybody. It's just checking out the town hall.
Can you tell me, like, your name or anything?
My name is Dan.
And your last name, Dan?
Oh, I can't give that out.
Okay, because you're making me uncomfortable.
I was taking some photos.
I know, but-
I don't need any help or anything. I'm just gonna take some photos of the town hall, what's available down here, what it looks like.
Okay.
But when the town of Bergen has town board meetings, they use the same room as the courtroom?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, thanks. Cell phones allowed when this is a courtroom. It's a beautiful little room in here, huh? No leaks on this one. Looking good. Got no leaks on this one either. Looking good. Dragging ass.
He's standing at the window. A black shirt, jeans. My office door is locked. Teresa Robinson. 494-1121, extension 120. Okay. Thank you.
You get FOIL request forms?
I do.
Can I get one? Sure, people try to heat laminate their licenses. So you got that notice there. I've never seen that before.
That was actually from the prior clerk, and I have not sold any.
You just
I
start?
believe that's an issue.
Did you just start this year, or? How many year term you got?
This is my first.
No, I mean, how many years are in the term?
4.
4-year term? This is your first time as elected official, or?
Yes.
Nice.
I went to the wrong spot.
Are you pretty much the only one here all day long?
No, usually there's other people around.
Is there an assessor's office?
I'm sorry?
Is there an assessor's office here?
Not in this building.
No? Where would the assessor be?
The assessor is at the library. She's in that building.
Interesting. Is there not enough room here?
No.
It's kind of confusing when you come in here. You pull into the side, you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go around. The front of this place is kind of confusing.
You just need one?
Yeah, I just want to fill one out real quick.
They're also on our website.
I appreciate it. Can I use one of these pens here? I was just in New Jersey. In New Jersey, every town hall has a health department. It's not run by the county, it's run by the town. This is one more office. One more office found in a town hall in New Jersey I just came from. Let's see today. Alright, I think I got that all filled out. Yeah, the pens don't like to go too much of a slant. They got to be more straight up.
I don't know if it's...
Bergen Publican Party, huh?
Yeah, I had extras, or they had extras, so I'm like, okay, let me...
Using them?
Yeah, just using them just
I don't
to
know how
use.
legal that is.
Well, I just
Stuff like that in there, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just... Because people take all the pens.
Right.
So it's like, yeah. So that's all.
But if I could just get a timestamp copy of that. The things I was requesting was the village, how many parcels properties went to BAR, Board of Assessment Reviews, in the town and the village. I assume the town takes care of the village assessments. Most towns do. If they don't, if this village is not included in that, just exclude that. And then the other one is how many gallons of gas and diesel fuel is used in the last 6 months, like ordered through the tanks in the back.
Those tanks aren't ours in the back.
Who do they belong to?
Fire department. They're
Fire-
not ours.
It's a Bergen Fire Department? So you guys are not connected at all?
No. Those are their tanks. We don't use them. Those are the fire department's tanks.
Gotcha. That's not the highway department at all?
No. No, it's all the fire departments. That's why it's on that side.
Interesting. You guys don't work with like the fire department at all? They're not part of the town? Like you could get that information?
No, I can't get you that information on those tanks out back. That's all fire department. We don't handle any of that.
I'm saying like part of the town, like the fire department is the Bergen Fire Department, right?
It is.
You should be able to get that information from me then.
I don't have that information.
Well, you just have to forward it to them. This is the one municipality.
I have a receive stamp if you'd like me to do that. I don't have a time stamp.
It doesn't have to be a time, just a received stamp. I need just a copy of it for my record. Anyway. I suppose the time stamp isn't that important. I took some video of it all.
Yeah, you should have all that.
A lot of turnout in the town board meetings at all?
No, not usually.
How many people
we
show
have
up?
It depends. We've had nights where we don't have anybody, and then there's nights where there might be a few.
Never packed though, huh?
Yeah.
That's sad, isn't it?
It's sad that people aren't involved in what's going on. Let me just double check that date. August 13th.
Sweet. Get some use out of that stamp for today, huh?
Yeah, I haven't used it. So I'll give you that one back.
Perfect. Appreciate you.
Alrighty.
Can I ask who you called?
Which time?
I'm,
You made me
Yeah,
really
I
uncomfortable.
do get that. I
Yeah,
do.
you
But I
did.
just wonder who you called. Did you call the police?
I did.
All right.
Yeah, because you made, you know.
No, I understand. I got
Yeah,
it.
I'm alone in this building, and then
That's what I was
somebody comes
asking.
in
It's
and
like,
starts
seemed like many
videotaping,
people are
and
here.
Yeah, you made me very uncomfortable, you know, and to not tell me where you're from or a last name or anything like that.
It's all my rights, the constitutional rights that I'm exercising. That's all.
It is, you know.
Yeah, I don't really mean to alarm and
Right.
alarm you like that. And
But you got to look at it from my perspective too.
yeah, usually when I come to town hall, it's just not one woman sitting here all
Yeah.
alone. I could see that could be a little, but I wouldn't know that walking in here either.
Right.
But I personally, I don't know if they told you who I was even maybe, but I go from town hall to town hall, so I have no idea what goes on in town halls or how many people are in there. So I mean, I try to be as polite as I can, but I gotta fit the script of.
It made me uncomfortable, and I even voiced that concern to you that you made me uncomfortable. Before I came here, I was a dispatcher for 911.
Right. So you got all sorts of experience with drama and.
When somebody comes in and I don't know who you are, and you start videotaping and taking pictures, I automatically, that's just odd. That doesn't happen here in Bergen. I've lived here my entire life, so it kind of threw me for a loop that you did that and not answering any of my questions, so that's why. You did make me uncomfortable, but like I said, I was very upfront about that. So I will forward this on.
Yeah, I think if you just
As far
forward
as
the
the
part to the
assessment.
chief over there, maybe. I believe by law, that's how it would work. Let's take a quick pause here and go ahead and leave your comments on what you think about her opinion about her comfort level with just being the lowly woman in the office and someone coming in taking pictures. Secondly, let's go ahead and do this FOIL report. And yes, for you newbies, it is FOIL, Freedom of Information Law, here in New York. We were in the office and filled out the FOIL request on the 13th of August. By New York state law, they have 5 days to give a acknowledgement letter. On the 15th of August, I received the acknowledgement letter, which was 3 days ahead of the state law. By New York State FOIL law, they had 20 days after the acknowledgement letter to either give the FOIL request, deny the FOIL request, or state they need more time and give a reason. 6 days later, on the 21st of August, my FOIL request was filled in full, including the stuff she was not sure she could get me. This FOIL request being filled in a very timely fashion, well within the law, unlike other places, deserves an A+ on the FOIL report.
Well, and that's fine. I can send it if that's the tanks that you're concerned.
Yeah, this is the fuel tank. As a matter of fact, it's not even about the fuel tanks. I'm more interested in how much fuel goes through them because I got a town out in Niagara. Their diesel tanks leaking, dripping, drip, drip, drip. So I'm interested in how much fuel goes through that tank, and there's absolutely no drip, and that tank's not leaking. It's perfect. So I want to compare how much fuel goes through that one for this one. Why is one leaking? Why is one not? I kind of do a little comparison on those. That's why I'm interested in how much fuel goes through there. Not that there's anything wrong with the tanks; they're not leaking. That's a beautiful thing. But I brought it to the attention of the Niagara Town Hall in Niagara County that they're leaking tanks, and they don't. It just drips daily. But
Yeah,
I appreciate you. I do appreciate your opinion on it all, and
I mean, somehow you got to kind of give us something, especially when a woman's sitting in a building by herself. It's like, give me something to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand that, and like I said, I would never know that you were here alone. And then on top of it, it is a public place.
And you saw my door was open.
Yeah,
when you came in. I keep the door open, but then you just.
I try to dispel as best I can. I don't want people to think I'm here casing the place. Not that town halls are probably anything like a bank, like you're gonna rob much money or do
there
anything
isn't.
here that isn't
Yeah.
isn't
No, there's
plainly
not.
visible.
Yeah,
But
it's not that.
I
It's
appreciate
still-
your cordial service, and I understand that, and I won't hold it against you. I understand you calling to be safe, but
Thanks, I appreciate that.
I also appreciate your opinion and for the community to see what you thought as well.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you.
All right.
You have a nice night.
You too.
Oh yeah. Mr. Barrett.
How are you?
God, I've been waiting to run into you.
How have you been?
I've been all right. Well, I'm not going to tell you how low of a blow it was and be told that I'm not welcome at a church. Or not feel welcome around your kids. Like, I don't know what you've seen, or, I give some state troopers some good props out there, but I'm going to tell you, if I wasn't as strong as a Christian as I am, I would have set up in front of that church with a big old sign of you on Easter morning and said, ask Brendan Barrett why he told me not to come back to the church. Then on top of it, when you asked me not to come back, in a way, I don't know if those were the exact words, but my problem with that was I told you as a Christian, you were supposed to say, hey, if you have a problem, you were supposed to come to me and talk to me about it. You weren't just supposed to shut me out of Bible study. That's not how a Christian works. Right? You were supposed to come to me and talk to me if you had a problem. And if we couldn't settle it, you were supposed to come with the whole church and come talk to me, because I've been going to that church probably just as long as you are, since I was born. But it was quite the low blow, especially for your father not even calling me back and stuff. But my point was, as a Christian, you should have been a Christian over a state trooper that day, regardless of what you thought about what I do. But we should have made amends a long time ago. And I don't want to put you on the spot in uniform and
Affirmative.
doing all your stuff here, but I am disappointed in you, Barrett. And if I wasn't as strong as a Christian, I would have sat up in front of the church and made a scene, made a video and all about it. But I'm not like that. And I have no problem with law enforcement. And I don't know how much you know or what training they give you, but I have a good rapport with a lot of police. So I'm definitely not against police. But you got to admit that police do stupid shit all the time. Out there in the news, they're always in the news. So like my channel is an opportunity for you guys to shine when you can.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to just state that I think that you could have done better as a Christian, because I don't know. I think that was one of the lowest blows I ever felt, being told not to come back to that church, in a way.
I can't quote exactly what I said. I'd like to get together and talk sometime.
I would
Like,
appreciate that.
not-
I have your
When
phone
I'm
number.
working,
I'll
but-
text you.
Okay.
And we can get better and talk, because I think that, to be quite frankly honest, I would love to come back to that church. I loved that church. I loved going there. Your dad told me I wasn't necessarily a member anymore, because I was at one time when I was married. And maybe I didn't come there every week, but when I do come there, I try to bless the church. You've seen that. And it's not about, I never put my money in an envelope. I was never about tracking money. I always thought I was just part of that family. And, for you guys to, obviously, if you don't know now, by now, you just assumed what I was doing.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
Just not to get on a tangent or anything, but member, you have to be, like, you got to go up in front and the membership has
I was
to
a
be-
membership.
I don't know.
I was approved membership when I was married, baptized in that church, and official member. I got pictures of me and the day I was done. I was an official member. I don't know how you lose it after not showing up for so many days. I don't know what it is, but I was definitely an official member. Registered, photo taken in the church. I was a member of that church.
Okay. I can.
And like I said, I've been going there since I was born. Your grandfather would roll in his grave if he'd seen what happened that day. I hope you realize that. And I know me and your grandfather had a great relationship, and I love that man, and I loved your whole family. I really do. But I was disappointed in that. But I will text you. I want to make no more of it.
No, I'd like.
I've been waiting to run into you.
Yeah, no, I'd like to meet up sometime if you're good with that. And I don't know if there's miscommunication or what happened, but if you're willing to meet up, obviously I can't when I'm at work, but if we can sometime when I'm not working, if you're good with that.
Definitely. I bet.
At a coffee shop or
Just
something.
me and you've been in the summer programs when we were little.
It's-
I was probably closer to your brother's age, your oldest brother.
Yeah.
But I remember going to them functions over there in the village of Lancaster when the church
Yeah,
was there. When
Broadway,
we were little
Broadway.
kids, me and you and your brothers, we used to play.
Yeah.
But to be told that was probably one of the lowest blows I ever. And you know what? It makes it the lowest of blows.
my channel is a First Amendment channel. We protect the freedom of religion. If a religion was ever attacked by the government, you know who would be the first to go after that. All right, so I appreciate it. I'll let
Listen,
you go.
I'll
I know that.
I'll admit I'm not perfect, and you know, again, it was, I don't know how long ago it was. I can't say exactly what I said, but obviously there's.
I don't. Your exact words that day weren't "Don't come back,"
Yeah,
but it was I don't feel comfortable with you being around my family or coming to Bible study. It was the adult Bible study. I don't know whose house it was at or what was. You know, we did it before COVID. Then COVID happened and shut down. But that's how we got in that thing. But like, just like the cold shoulder I got from church, like that's like the lowest blow of all, because the First Amendment protects that church more than, you know, anything the government can do to it.
Yeah, let's.
But I got your number. I'm gonna text you.
Okay, I don't want to give it out.
No, I'm not. I got it in my phone.
Just
For
text me.
whatever reason, God never told. Every time I went to go erase yours and your father's number, I just couldn't do it. God told me not time. It wasn't time. But
again, I'm.
yeah, I
not
want to
gonna
sit
say
down with you
perfect.
off the record, not for the channel, nothing, just between me and you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good with that. If you're good with that, we
Yeah.
can meet up sometime and whatever. We'll talk about where we're not seeing eye to eye and.
The right way, because I do miss that church. I live close, you know. I appreciate I miss your mom.
Yeah.
A lot. Your mom's cool as all cool can be.
She will do anything for
Your
anybody.
dad was always there for me when I needed him, except for when I said to call me back so we could discuss this, and he just ignored me. I was crushed, but
Okay.
I look forward to talking to you.
You'll text me.
Yeah,
Okay, and we'll meet up.
as long as
sometime.
your number ain't changed in the last 3 years,
Same
right?
one for
Yeah,
I
so I got it.
Just text me and we'll plan on meeting up.
All right, sounds good.
All right, good to see you.
So what you guys may not know is that when I first started First Amendment auditing, I went to this church out in Lancaster, and this is the pastor's son actually asked me not to come back there. That's what the conversation was about. I've been disappointed and waiting to run into him for 3 years, and I finally did. So we're going to talk it out like real men should and real Christians, because it was quite a low blow to be told not to come back to a church over a First Amendment audit channel where what we do is protect the First Amendment here. So like the church itself being protected, like I said, I'd be the first one to be on that battle scene. So that's what that was about. Got our inspection done. Tires are looking right. That screen. It's sunny out. I can't see if the screen's clear for the picture, but that should do us down here. Back to fishing, I guess.
All right, Erie County fam, today's video is going to be a little bit different than your average cop watch and First Amendment audit you see on this channel normally. And it is Sunday, so we're going to go ahead and roll with a little bit of church. I used to go to this church since I was a little kid, and after growing my First Amendment audit channel, one of the pastor's sons, Brendan Barrett, as you've seen here, was a state trooper. They asked me not to come back to the church and gave me the cold shoulder because of a First Amendment audit channel. That's where it picked up in the video, and I ran into Brendan Barrett 3 years after they asked me not to come back. So shortly after this video ended, me and Brendan actually went out fishing. Me and Brendan went ahead and fished for a few hours and talked it out between the two of us. And none of this is recorded, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. Brendan definitely outfished me that day. I hate to admit it. It doesn't normally happen with me, but he did outfish me. He caught one fish, and I caught nothing. But we talked it out, and then after we were done fishing, I asked Brandon to invite me back to church. And he told me he didn't feel comfortable doing that and that I would have to talk to the elders. And I asked him to arrange a meeting for the elders and me to meet with him, and he told me he would not do that, so I had to do it. So I eventually made a meeting between the pastor and all the elders of the church, and Brendan was there, and I went there, and for some reason, you know, and I don't believe that God works in mysterious ways, that coincidences are coincidences. I think they happen for a reason. I was a half hour late because my tire went flat. I had to stop, pump up my air in the tire, and I was a half hour late. By the time I got there, Pastor Steve was seething. He was just miserable to be there. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't talk to me. We all tried to talk it out. Eventually what happened was Pastor Steve got up, yelled at me, "You need to apologize to my son. You owe him an apology," and he walked out of the meeting. We never settled anything, and that's pretty much where the meeting ended. And after that, I decided that I was going to protest at the church, and I was going to protest Steve and the fact that he was not being a pastor before he was a father. He shouldn't have ever walked out that day, and I think he's a hypocrite. And that's why I decided to go ahead and protest and make this video. Please do leave your comments in the comment section what you think of this video and this protest and what you think of the whole situation. And of course, I just want to point out, in no way, shape, or form do I believe that I am Jesus or comparing myself to Jesus Christ by dressing up as Jesus in this protest. How you doing, fam? Today down here, it is Easter Sunday. We're down here to protest a church. Now, the reason I'm down here to protest this church today is because I was a member of this church since I was probably at least maybe 3 years old, as far as I can remember. And they wanted me to not come to this church anymore because the pastor's son is a state trooper. They think I hate police. Now, I don't normally get into religion on this channel whatsoever, even though the First Amendment is the freedom of religion, but we're going to get into it a little bit today. Don't mistake me of knocking you over the head with a Bible today. I'm just giving background information and as such. So, in the Bible, to put somebody out of the church, there's 3 steps involved. The first person who has a problem with somebody in the church must come to the person and talk to them. If they can't talk it out, then they're supposed to come back with the elders or the church as a group. Then the group is supposed to talk it out. If they can't talk it out, then they're allowed to put somebody out, and that's the way the scriptures are worked. Those are the 3 steps. This church skipped those steps. I kind of forced some of it, as you will see in this video. And then when I did finally get the meeting with the pastor, he walked out on me. Told me I owed his son an apology for having a First Amendment audit channel, folks. So we're down here today, and the moral of the story is God asked Abraham in the Bible to sacrifice his son, and Abraham went ahead and pulled the knife out, took him up on the altar, went to sacrifice his son. At the very last second, God stopped him and gave him a ram to sacrifice as a test to Abraham to see if he would do anything for God, right? Well, if Pastor Steve, or if Abraham was just like Pastor Steve, Jesus would have never came, because he just wants an apology for his son, and he would never do anything against his son, because Pastor Steve is a father before he's a pastor. So if that day came and God was like, "Steve, I need you to sacrifice your son," Steve would say, "No, God, apologize to my son." So we're just down here protesting today on Easter Sunday. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for everybody to stroll into church, and we're gonna wave to them in fashion. What's that?
I knew Jesus wore cowboy boots.
Hey.
I gotta take a picture because I want to be able to say I saw Jesus. I'm headed to church now. Thank you, brother.
All right.
That's right.
Hello, I love you. This is so wonderful.
How you doing? Don't tell anybody you see me today. It's not the second coming.
Made my day. Can I take your picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Made my day. Thank you. Have a blessed
You too. Have a blessed day too. Don't tell anybody you've seen Jesus today. It's not the second coming. Don't be giving false hope. Don't tell anybody you see me today. It's not the second coming. All right? Don't tell anybody you've seen it. You say back the blue, but they killed the king of the Jews. There was something about the young lady that said something in the car on the way up. She said, "It must be lonely out here." It kind of gives you some insight of what the elders and the adults in that church are really saying inside, and not very Christian-like. And Pastor Steve, in my opinion, you're definitely a hypocrite. You couldn't make the time and make amends before you were just a father, not a pastor. Shame on you. You guys leave your comments in the comments section, and you know, it's awful funny that the Christians they want to back the blue and support the police and they think they're taking that high road, but if we really think about it, wasn't it the cops that killed Jesus?
So we're out here auditing Erie County Redress now. We're at the West Seneca Police Benevolent Association picnic fundraiser event. It's at the Queen of Heaven Catholic Church in West Seneca, and we just wanted to remind everybody here, since this is at a Roman Catholic church, that it was the cops that killed Jesus, and we just want to make sure that they know that and they remember that. So we're just here to remember everybody, or to remind everybody who are here to support the West Seneca Police, that they killed Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ should have just obeyed, right?
Yeah, if he just obeyed, he'd be fine. Nothing would
He
have
would have
happened.
just listened.
Jesus Christ is a free speech martyr. You see that lady's face?
Let's spin it around so I can see it. What did he say?
I don't know. Sounded like creeps.
Sounds like a you problem, man.
I'm just trying to educate people
This guy coming?
on the fact that if it were not for the cops, Jesus wouldn't have been killed. He wouldn't have been put on the cross.
Maybe if I just pull the car up a little closer and get on the PA. Someone's coming out. Look at this person coming up behind us.
Starting to get a little bit of a crowd.
Jesus should have just obeyed. He would still be alive today if he just obeyed. You want me to come over there? Jesus should have just obeyed. He's contemplating what to do right now. She's beside herself. I think he's coming to reality that we're right. Jesus should have just obeyed the law. I think she's ready to leave. She's causing a traffic jam up here. Jesus should have just obeyed the law.
What is this about?
Jesus, he should have just obeyed the law. He'd still be alive today. He's the Son of God. He could have lived forever. I don't know.
What's this about?
She wanted me to come here to her. I'm a standing in the road woman. Fucking meat mugging over here.
Jesus should have just followed the law. Are they throwing their hands up? These people look like they're coming out here. You think they're coming?
I can't see.
No, they're turning. If Jesus Christ would have just followed the law, he'd be here today.
Turned around and went the other way. They got confronted with the truth and they left.
I knew it, she was a bootlicker. Drove by 3 times to get pictures. I knew it.
What's this guy doing?
Jesus Christ should have just obeyed.
Oh, fuck up, asshole.
He should have just obeyed his master. Oh, I'm glad I got that one. Jesus Christ was killed by the police. Oh, this is almost too much fun. Almost.
Almost.
Too much fun.
No one's gotten out yet.
She's leaving now. There's another car. Jesus should have just obeyed. If Jesus would have just obeyed, he'd still be alive today, folks. Jesus should have just obeyed. If Jesus would have just obeyed the law. If Jesus would have just complied, he wouldn't have
I
died.
think the Roman police did it. It's in the Bible. Yes, they were.
You say back the blues, but they killed the king of the Jews.
If they didn't do it, they would have been killed. Oh, so they should have just followed the orders.
They were just following orders.
We living in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, my sons, if they act up, I'm like, son, you can't play the game today. They act up again, I'm gonna say, son, you're gonna read a book all day today. You can't watch TV. That's it. I won't ever in my life ever humiliate my own DNA on a social media network. I seen a lot of parents do that, and it actually made me cry.
Don't tell anybody you see me today. It's not the second coming. All right? Don't tell anybody you seen it.
It's that ordinary county fam. Yeah, yeah. Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Here come the government dogs with their charges and cuffs, barking up the wrong tree, acting so tough. We'll FOIL request the body cams and all their reports. Brittany Penn, Berthy gonna neuter them in court. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, fam. We out.
Pull the Constitution out of your pockets in here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to vote. Out here, there.
Your name is not Dan Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure it is. On here is Dan Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.